Feel incredible!
It's not a cartoon, it's anime! Oh, my voice. Welcome to the episode of Animeshun. The train is back. We're running trains on anime, baby.
That's crazy.
Running trains on anime, dog.
That's insane.
Keenan Knights, Isaac Keenan back in the building. Animeshun podcast. What we do up in here. Man, this is hop right straight into the.
We just get into the shits, man. Because this is another episode of the greatest fucking anime podcast in the entire world.
That's right, man. Jujustu Kaisen, man. The Culling Games.
The execution, the Culling Games. The last season, last episode of season 2, I guess, or 3. Episode recap. So 3 episodes in one movie.
So it's 3 episodes, not one long episode. It's not like that episode after the recap wasn't one long episode.
No, it was 2 episodes in one. So that's gonna be over 2 weeks for the standard TV anime watcher.
That's interesting to me. I'm like, you kind of fucking us.
Yeah, because the cutoff was when Yuji woke up. That's the start of the 2nd episode.
Yeah.
So,
but I'm saying the people are gonna have to watch that recap episode, most likely.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think that was specifically for the movie. That would be trash if they did that. I don't think that. I think it's just one of those.
You know how anime does, bro. Because Janelle and I, we are about to finish up Solo Leveling season 1, and it was like episode 7.5, and she was just like, "Yo, what's happening?" She's like, "Why is it 7.5?" I was like, "It's a recap episode." She was like, "It's 7 episodes. Why the fuck are we recapping?"
And Solo Leveling is not doing anything that's super dense where you have to recap it like that,
bruh. Especially the first. I understand if you would have ended the first season and started.
And then you just start season 2 because technically speaking, if you're not binging it, you had to wait at least 6, 7, 8 months or something like that, if not years.
Right.
So, but yeah, I don't need a recap. And you're not a 40, 50, 60 episode anime where it's like, hey, man, 30 episodes ago this happened.
Yeah, I think recap should be 20 plus episodes or more.
Yeah.
If it's anything less than that, I'm just like, you're screwing the people out of a week.
I wonder, the only way that I would let a recap go is if it's to give the animators a break.
Okay.
That's the only way that I'll be like, you know what? I'll do this 20 minutes of recap and 3 minutes of actual story at the end. That's the only way. But we know that that's not the case. We know that.
This is Mappa. Mappa might need a break, dog.
But Mappa also don't get a break. They be working their asses off. That's true. They're like, I just want to be with my family. He's like, you got this recap episode to get with your family, and then you won't see them again to the next recap episode.
Mappa, when you sign up with Mappa, bro, Mappa is your family.
That's Death Row.
Yeah, you don't got children no more, bro. You don't got a wife.
Mappa doesn't have a face.
Yeah.
We don't know who to see. We can talk anime with the best of them, and people who know anime better than us cannot tell you the CEO of Mappa.
I wonder who.
Now you gotta go see who it is. That person has to square up. They have to see us. Well, they have to, like, we're gonna be like, thank you so much, but also come see these hands for what you're doing to these people.
The CEO of Mappa is Manabu Atsuka. Atsuka became CEO in 2016.
Oh, he been there for a minute. So he probably the one. That's when Mappa started turning up too. Like, he probably the one that turned that thing into a damn camp.
This is your enemy right here.
I know they hate to see his ass coming.
This is the guy right here who.
Oh, the Culling Game.
Culling Game, man. First, 30? I know you came late to the movie. I was in there and I was sitting there like, Jesus Christ, I wasn't expecting the recap like that.
How many episodes? It was just one episode, right?
But it was like an episode. It was like they were like, the way they recapped, it was like they put it together.
Oh, it was in pieces. It wasn't like the last 2 episodes, it was like a little bit from the second to last.
They would cut back to the Megumi thing, and then what he did, and then they cut back to him being Sukuna for a second. Then they'll cut back to another fight, and then they'll cut back to when old girl got smacked in the eye and she died, and it went to like him and Toto's fight, and then when Toto lost his arm, and then it was just cutting from scene to scene to scene.
I saw the Toto.
You came in at that part, but it was cutting from like just different parts.
That was a very stacked, like very like weird cut that they made from they just in the middle of the fight he cut his arm, and then they cut to freaking Gato, and I'm like, wait, hold on.
That's what I'm saying. That was part of the recap. That's how the recap was.
Oh,
and essentially the recap was pretty much all action, which is respectable in a sense if you like all action.
Right.
But it was still like, if anybody came in here that has never seen this, because Tony asked me, he was like, so what did you go see? I was like, I went to go see Jujustu Kaisen. He was like, oh, okay. Sometimes he'll ask me if he should see an anime movie or not to review it. And I was like, I'll be honest with you, bro. Like, you going out, I don't know what the hell you will understand.
Yeah, nothing.
I don't know what you understand.
Like, I like that clapping dude.
Yeah,
like
but even I was watching it made me realize that this is why people be like, Jujustu Kaisen is fucking confusing.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said on the last podcast. Like, if My Hero can, if any of the big three, the new big three right now, if Spot can be taken as Jujustu Kaisen, and also because of the time it's taken, but also about how dense it is.
Right.
And it's unnecessarily dense.
Yeah. So I was watching that recap, and I was just like, golly. I was just like, this shit is a lot to digest, and I just want to. Now I'm just like, just get to the
new stuff.
Get to the new stuff, bro.
It's so funny too. Like, not that you should be dancing when you watch a movie, but bro, you didn't move at all.
Yeah.
Like, you just. I had to look over to see if he was asleep, but you wasn't asleep. But you just.
When I'm tired. I was tired because I've been up moving around kind of all day, but I was just like, I was watching, and like that first whatever, I was kind of annoyed with that first 30.
Oh, okay, that's what you.
I would be like, man, I'm about to get this shit a trash review, nigga. This shit is pissing me off. I was expecting a quick 10-15 minute recap.
Yeah, this would happen.
Let people know, give us little words here and there, and boom, let's get into the shits.
Especially if it's subbed. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
The less reading, the better right now.
Yeah.
And we'll get to some of the sub stuff, because there was a part when it's...
Everybody in the theater kind of like, what? Hey.
For something... All right, we'll talk about it in a second.
Yeah.
But I guess to breeze through, because we want to...
Give a quick recap.
Recap. The prior season, real quick. Toto pulled up. We lost 2 big people. We lost Mr. Nanami, and then we lost Nabara. Mm-hmm. So the one of the young lady of the 3 Musketeers, which is Yuji, Megumi, and then her. She died, and then their big dog, Gojo's homie, Mr. Nanami, died. Those were the 2 biggest ones. Gojo is still currently trapped in the cube, and Chozo is now a good guy, and Gato, Mahito is dead. Yeah. Gato came in at the last minute before Itadori can finish him, put him in a little ball, ate the ball,
swallowed it whole. Swallowed the ball whole.
Taking balls to the face.
No gag.
No gas. No, he gagged a little bit.
All right. There you go, Gato. You at least gag. You ain't a demon out here.
You ain't a fucking throat demon. A glizzy gobbler.
Yeah.
But so then he did that, and then he pieced out, and then what happened to Toto?
I mean, afterwards he was kind of laid out.
And he just laid out, but nobody picked him up or nothing. He just, who cares? He's not a main character, so whatever.
They brushed through a lot of stuff.
They just was just like recap, whatever. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, long story short, updated with Gojo Sensei being in the cube, the statue, the limit, litigation, if you will, that basically, damn, I'm forgetting his name. Itadori he can be killed now, because his death sentence being on pause was contingent upon Gojo being alive and about and around, and he is not alive, around, and about.
And they figured that we can't fuck him up, so we got to just let it be.
We just gotta let it be. Yeah, they're just like, the big dog gone. Okay, now you got to get up out of here. And the person that they send to get him up out of there is no other than our friend from Jujutsu Kaisen 0, Yuta.
Yeah. The real main character.
The real fucking main character. Let me say that again. The real main character of Jujutsu Kaisen.
Hey man,
is Yuta.
You can fight in the comment section if you want to. I mean, if you want to say Gojo's a main character, I'm not even mad at that. But it ain't Itadori, dog.
It ain't Itadori. Itadori is not the main character of Jujutsu Kaisen. Damn it. It is Yuta.
Yeah.
And he pulled up and showed immediately why he was the main character.
Well, first the fast dude showed up. The cast that are from
The
Megumi's.
Zenniken.
Yeah. I guess those were Megumi's brothers.
I think that was dope too. Well, only one of them is his brother.
Oh, okay.
The other one was his uncle's.
Got you.
But he came in being super disrespectful. If I ever talk to my uncles like that, even if I can right now, I can whoop any of my uncles' asses.
Yeah.
But I would never talk to them like he talked to his uncles. He basically came in there because his dad was about to die. His dad is the head of the Zenin clan. And he came in there, and this is new now. Now our thing that we're talking about is new territory.
Yeah.
He came in there and was just like, hey, y'all, my dad's about to die, and I'm going to be the head of the family because my older brothers ain't worth shit, and y'all two niggas are lackluster as hell. And that's the word that he used. He said, y'all lackluster. So it's got to go to me because I can beat anybody ass up in here.
Yeah.
Before he can finish his statement, both of his uncles came up on him like,
Yeah,
bro, they tried to put he tried to put a sword at his neck, and then one of the other ones was like a big brolic looking dude. Tried to punch him, but he missed. He punched a hole in the wall, and then he grabbed his other uncle's sword. So clearly there is some power there of just like, come on, stop.
Yeah.
It really gave kind of that Demon 2 Doma and Akaza thing of like,
yeah,
stop this.
Yeah, it's mainly because of speed, I think, because he's super fast.
He's super fast. Like that's his sorcery power that he has. So and then he didn't even see or care to see his dad because right when that happened, his representative came in and was just like, the head of the Zenin clan is dead, and he leaves all of his belongings and stuff to his son, like he called it. He was like, oh yeah, it's gonna be me. But they have a vault full of all of this cursed
weapons or whatever,
cursed weapons and stuff, and he was just like, he has full access to it with the approval of his uncles, and he was just like, oh, the niggas that just tried to kill me. But all right, cool. I'm not even worried about that. But what really ticked him off, he said, if same thing, kind of like the stuff with Yuta, stuff with Itadori, if Gojo is dead or incapacitated, the power goes to Megumi. And then he was just like, what the fuck? Like, and he's like, what do you know? Gojo is incapacitated.
Yeah.
So he was just like, well, I got to get Megumi up out of here.
Yeah, little brother got to go.
Crazy. Crazy.
Hater.
He's a hater. So that's what he does. He said, where is he right now? Oh, he's with Sukuna's vessel. What the hell? Okay, well, I'm going to just use Sukuna's vessel as bait to get Megumi out. So he gets there like immediately.
Yeah.
No time. Waits. He's like, oh, it's a Tokyo. Tokyo's a mess. We can just brush this under the rug as collateral.
Yeah.
It's just a battle of attrition, and he just happened to be collateral damage. That was his mindset. So he pulls up, and they don't even know Chozo, which is Itadori's newfound brother, literally.
Brother.
Which Chozo is really into, and Itadori is not.
Yeah.
Pulls up and he's just like, "What's up, gang?" And they're like, "Bro, we didn't even hear you.
Yeah.
We didn't even know you were here." And then he says, "Hey man, I'm not gonna kill you. I just need to break your legs. I just need to break. Let me get that ACL up off you. MCL, all of them. Give me all the CLs, man." So he proceeds to try to do that, and they're just like, "Bro, this dude is piecing us up, and we can't figure it out." Before they can get deep into it, the real main character fucking shows up. Yuta, and was just like, "Hey man, I'm here to kill Itadori. I don't give a fuck about what y'all got going on."
Right.
And then the Zenny dude was just like, "Hey man, can you bring him to me after he dies so I can just bait my brother? That's all I want." And while he's trying to, but they do some weird shit though. They do something to where the first cut of the movie, before they even get into all that, is just Itadori just kind of walking around, which kind of threw me off.
Like he's getting chased by something.
He's getting chased by a big ass curse.
Yeah.
And then Yuta comes and kills the curse. And in the midst of killing the curse, he tries to get in the midst of trying to get Itadori, he kills the curse.
Right.
So now Itadori is holding the blade with his hand, and then all of the blood from the curse is coming down on him.
It was like a weird, like they showed you
Quentin
what happened,
Tarantino.
but then they went back and then they showed you the beginning of it was in the middle of what happened, and then they went back to the beginning of how everything got to that point.
Yeah,
it's like, nigga,
all right, Quentin,
come on, bro.
Like that's what you want. You wanted that. You wanted the Pulp Fiction right now. That's what we doing. So that's basically what it was, and they worked their way back to that, which was all right. It was cool, and then it was. I'm missing the word. I can't find it. Jarring. Yeah. It was really jarring. Like, I was just like, what? All right, bro. I see what y'all trying to do there because I've watched movies, but it's just like, all right. I just feel like something about it just didn't land like I think they anticipated. I bet they was just in there like, all right, we're going to start with this.
Yeah.
Then we're going to work our way back. And then they was saying it kind of like LeBron was telling 2 Chainz, like, and then we're going to add 2 more songs. And we're going to call it a deluxe. Like, I feel like that's what they was probably doing in the room. Like, all right, we're going to have this. Right. And then we're going to work our way back to the beginning. And then they just like, homie from the head of Mappa said that. Yeah. And they was just like, all right, bro, whatever you want, man. If that's what you want, that's what you get. You've been here since 2016, man. We got to listen to you so I can see my family. So long story short, they battle it out. Yuta shows him who's the real main character, packs him up. But guess what? Yuta doesn't really want him to die.
Hold on, too. Before that, too, what's the name? The fast dude, what's his name?
Zenny. Oh, well, Zenny. Not Zenny. Naoya or something? Nagoya or something like that?
I'm going to call him the speedster, the fast cat. He's fighting Chosen.
Oh, Chozo. Yeah.
Chozo. He's fighting Chozo, and he's kind of putting belt to ass for a second.
Whooping his ass.
Yeah, and then essentially, like, Chozo is losing a lot of blood. He's like, yo, it don't matter if you got blood manipulation. You're losing too much blood. It ain't gonna work. I'm gonna have to pack you up out of here.
Yep.
But that was all part of Chozo's plan.
It was my plan all along.
And he used a lot of his blood manipulation, and it started to like, kind of seems like he's like trying to. It started to like. The blood went like everywhere, all over like the whole space that
it was like some shit on The Shining.
Yeah, it was like it went everywhere in the whole little subway, wherever the hell they were at.
Tidal wave of blood.
Yeah, and then you started to see like the blood was hardening on the dude's legs to kind of like slow him down too. So
He just had one. He just had one blood. Just started playing.
Yeah.
The game was one blood.
He's like, oh, this is pretty much your plan. Oh, this okay, you got it. And then essentially, Chozo was kind of. Starts to put belt to ass on him.
Yeah. And he's just it's funny hearing you say belt to ass. That's what you picking from the new slang?
BTA.
But yeah, because that's when we kind of get an idea of his the speedster, if you will.
Yeah.
The Mr. Zennin. If you get a idea of what his sorcery is, it's like he can move at like 24 frames per second or something like that.
Yeah.
So kind of like the drawing dude that got packed up in the last season, kind of similar to him, where he can just move quicker than what you're seeing.
Yeah.
But he was like, that doesn't matter, dog. Like, it's already over. And then that's when we go back to Yuta packing him up. Yuta packs up Itadori, brings him over there to where Chozo is, and then he's just like, he packs up Chozo real quick, and then the Zenny dude is just like, bro, I feel like I'm poisoned, but his stuff isn't poison. Like, what the hell? You know what that was about?
He said something about like his blood wasn't human or something like that.
Oh yeah, that's what he said. He said he didn't have human blood because Chozo been alive for like 150 years.
Yeah, he's super old.
So then they do that. So then they cut to that. That's when they was just like, oh, that's when Itadori wakes up.
But you know what's reminiscent about that scene?
What?
That scene was very similar to when Gojo packed up Sukuna the first time. And remember, he brings the beginning of Jujustu Kaisen when he brings Itadori
to the thing. Yeah,
he's sitting down, kind of talking to him, like, "Hey, man,
yeah, what's up? You got 2 choices."
Yeah, and so it's like a similar scene. I think
they did the same thing. He was in the same spot that Yuta was in the same spot that Gojo was.
Yeah, it was the same spot. Okay, yeah. I knew it was something similar. So it was like, yeah, you see him kind of sitting there, like, "Hey, I'm not really here to kill you." And I just had to fake it out a little bit. But Gojo kind of told me some stuff back in the day that I'm gonna pretty much need to come and help you out because some shit feels weird.
Yeah, he was like, "What's wrong with you?" He's like, "You got a girl problem? Like, why would you get packed up? Like, what's wrong with that?" And it was funny too. He was like, "Where's Miguel at?" He's like, "Miguel,
He don't want to see you." He don't want to see you, dog. After what you did to him, Miguel don't want to see you, bro.
What do you do to Miguel?
Ip Man, that nigga, man. Come on, bro. Have you ever seen Ip Man before? You saw with that shit was just disgusting.
Oh no, he made him Harlem Shake.
He made him Harlem Shake, man.
Oh my god,
that was a black crime right there, bro. That was for sure.
That was a hate crime.
A hate crime for sure. Everybody calls it. They say it's a hate crime on Gojo because white man, blue eyes.
White man, blue eyes. He's not even Japanese.
My God, I don't want to see you, dog. Like,
yeah,
my bad,
dog. Ooh, man, I gave him a pupil and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's just like, I stopped your heart for a little bit, because I had a pact, so I had to kill you because the pact that I made.
Yeah.
So the pact is over. Now that I killed you, I brought you back to life because my reverse curse energy can heal people as well. So he combined. It was kind of like a Bakugo situation.
Yeah.
Where my hero is like, I did some work, but your body also did some work. Like this wouldn't have worked on just anybody.
Yeah.
Because you're you, but also because you're Sukuna's vessel. You were able to come back to life. Without even missing a beat, here comes Megumi, and then here comes Chozo. Megumi has to kind of do the same type of talk that Toto did with him, just like, hey man, stop all this bitch ass shit.
Yeah.
We got some shit going on. It's a culling game about to start. It's like, culling game, and then this is when the subtitles just fucking got on Twister. Like,
yeah, you're gonna have to watch this part probably in English, but
and you have to pause it. You're gonna have to pause it.
Yeah,
maybe it was
meant for the maybe it is meant for the show in the sense where you can pause it. You can pause it when it comes on Crunchyroll because in the movie theater, it gave you all the rules within like 6 to 7 seconds.
And it was just like, I can make you a celebrity overnight. Like it's
a lot that you have to read.
It's a lot of text, and there's like 6 or 7 paragraphs explaining the culling game to where it's like, you think, just imagine, thank you for tuning in for another episode. Like, just imagine that at 2 times speed.
Yeah. Shit, 10 times
10
speed.
spots. Like,
everybody in the theater was kind of like trying to read. Like, all I heard was like, come on. You just heard people getting like, what's happening? Because nobody could read that fast. It was like literally like so much paragraphs, so many words, and they gave you like 1 second per paragraph.
Yeah, it was insane.
Yeah.
Like people, and it was just like a general consensus towards the end of like maybe by the time the 6th rule came up, everybody was just laughing. Everybody was just like, all right, like
we're not going to try this one, man.
But I guess to tell people about the culling game, because we both read the manga, we are actually done with the show because it's finished. It's been done since what, last summer? I want to say the manga been done.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
something like that. Probably a little bit before that actually. I think June of 2024 was like the last issue that came out.
Yeah.
But it's basically sorcerers versus sorcerers. The last sorcerer wins, basically, what it come down to. But if the sorcerer with the most points at the end is the top sorcerer. But you get 10 points for killing another sorcerer, and you get 1 point for killing just a person that's a non-sorcerer. There's certain rules. There's like a clock that comes around. There's a clock that it's like a weird demon. It's a curse, actually. It's a curse that kind of follows you around to let you know like the score. Everybody gets put somewhere else. So like if you and I are in a culling game, we'll be put in fucking Montana somewhere and we got to fight. Well, I'll go to Montana and you'll go to freaking Jacksonville or somewhere.
Yeah.
But they're like, everybody gets mixed up, and it's just kind of like who's ever in your area, you got to knock them out and basically kill them. Yeah. It's basically just a free for all. But people obviously have allegiances that we'll see, and it's just like, yeah, but if I happen to run into you, it's like, oh, that's my dog. Like, I ain't gonna do nothing to Keenan, but or will I? So it's kind of like,
trust no one.
Exactly. So that's basically of that. But then when you guys see it, I'm not just read what the culling game is. 'Cause I was about to say to do something, but that's illegal. I'm like, yeah, just take a picture of it, and then your ass get kicked out of the damn theater. You're not about to get kicked out because of me. But when it comes on TV, I'm gonna pause it again, even though I know what it is. But pause it, read it, because it's essential. And I don't know why they blew past something as essential. Like, this is not a spoiler. The culling game is literally the rest of the fucking anime.
Yeah.
This is not This is not the fucking Cell games. This is the rest of the anime. Is the culling game. You think that they would slow down and take time to give you the fucking rules.
Well, I'm guessing at some point they're going to do that. Or, I mean, I guess technically you can probably go online and look up the Culling game rules and, AI or whatever. Something will break it down.
Yeah.
They'll have it online for you to kind of read. And maybe that's what they were expecting.
Right.
But I think they, for the theater's sake, since this technically wasn't even made for theaters, they're milking it. They're trying to get some bread.
Yeah.
They looked at it like, all right, it don't matter if we make it go like this because when it comes out on TV, they're going to pause it anyways.
That's your incentive to go watch it again.
Yeah, at least watch it again or at least stop it when it pops up.
Right.
So that's how I look at it.
Look at you guys. And I think they kind of break that down, and then they got to go to a guy named Tengen Sama. Like, he is the big dog. He is the end all be all guy. He's like the only person in this situation to kind of get him out of this. So then the crew is assembled. They have the crew. They have the homegirl from the last episode, from the previous season, the tall girl with the blonde hair who just popped up, Gato, and Gojo's homegirl from back in the day. She pops up and just like, hey, I'm just a pretty girl trying to survive. I'm not on nobody's side, but I'm gonna rock with y'all because I don't want the world to end. And then Maki's back. But she's messed up. What happened to her?
I'm not sure.
Because I know what happened to her.
Yeah.
In the manga, but I don't know. I don't remember that happening in the anime.
Yeah.
And I don't want to ruin anything.
Yeah, I was confused too.
Because I know exactly how she got her cut hair and everything.
Yeah.
I just don't remember that happening in the manga. I mean, in the anime.
Maybe they're gonna go back at some point. You know how this shit's been. I think there were some time skips in there.
Oh,
essentially,
okay.
There's like some time skips to where it's like niggas is
because they weren't with them. Like they were somewhere else, and all six of them were together. Yeah, five of them were together.
I can see the anime going back and be like, "This is what happened over here," and they're gonna go flash back to her stuff.
Got it. Because I saw her effed up, and I know why she is, but I'm like, when did they show that? I was just thinking in my brain, like, I don't remember that being because. Like, when they show what happened to Maki and how she got like that, I feel like the internet is going to explode.
Yeah.
That's definitely like a Twitter going crazy worthy scene for her. So I'm going to keep my spoilers for that. But Maki definitely gets a lot of respect for that moment. So I think that's just weird. So they cut to that. They cut to them being with them two, and the blonde haired girl, and then Maki, and then all six of them. So Yuta, Itadori, Megumi, Chozo, blonde haired girl, and Maki. All six of them. They have to go to a special place to get to this Tengen Sama place, and how they get there is actually Chozo channels his brotherly pact that he has to find them, because where Tengen-sama is the same place where his brother's body remains are. Right. So he was like, I'm going to use my brotherly power to find out where they are. So he uses brotherly power, find out. They get down there. They go to this void. It's just like, felt like it was like the Matrix, when he's talking to Morpheus and it's just all white and then guns and stuff show up. So it's just like this completely white place. And they're like, oh, he's not here. Like, we tried. Let's go do something else. And then he shows up like, you niggas looking for me?
They're leaving so soon?
Yeah, that's what he said, or something like that. And it was like, oh, you are here. And then it was like, yeah, you. And then he said like a different variations of people's name. He was like, the Death Painting, and this person, and the Zenny Clan's Dark Black Sheep, and Sukuna's Vessel. Like, nigga, just say people's names, bro. Like, why are you doing all of these special names for everybody? And that's the end. That's where it is.
Yeah. I mean, you know what I kind of like. I like that Chozo he's so brothered out. Yeah. Because even when old boy was like having his issues with his brother, he was just like, do you understand as a brother like how you're supposed to be? Yeah. Like if you choose the wrong path, that means your brother gets to see that and then choose the right path. Yeah. And if you go down the right path, I mean they can follow you and go down the right path. Yeah. Like essentially, like you're supposed to be like a good brother.
Yeah. He was like, your brother's being weak is what made you strong.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just like, dog, like
as a brother, did that resonate with you?
I was kind of feeling that because it's like when you I don't know how it is with I guess I technically had a stepsister and then I have a half sister, but I wasn't raised with her. But my brother was very, very protective of me, like super protective. Like,
and what's your age gap?
17 months.
Okay.
So it's not like we were like, it's like a huge age gap. I could have did a lot of stuff for myself, but my dad made it to where like, yo, if Keenan's about to fight, you fight first, and then Keenan jumps in or fights after. But you don't. If you're there, Keenan should not be fighting that fight first.
Yeah,
you need to handle that first, and he took that serious. I'm sure there was some threats against my brother. The reason why, if he didn't, like, if Keenan ever says that, hey, this happened this way, I'm beating your ass, Corey.
Yeah.
So I think he ended up taking that role and becoming like that. And I think he enjoyed it, to be honest. At some point,
being an enforcer.
Yeah, I think he's like he was cool. He liked protecting me in a sense.
And the energy he gives now gives no. And not saying he a bitch, but like nothing about him screams like I was whooping ass back in the day.
Nah, because I mean, I would say he had to make adjustments to his. I think even his life and even his look in a sense, because you know. I always looked like I was happy. I kind of look probably meaner now.
Yeah.
But I was always a smiley kid. I always walked around with a smile. I was always cracking jokes, laughing. I was always like, hey, what's up, guys? Yeah. He was always like walking around like with a frown. He always be like, yeah, what's wrong? What's wrong with him? It was always, what's wrong with him? Is he okay?
Yeah. Is he okay?
So he had a mean look all the time. And then, him being in academia in a sense, I'm sure he had to switch a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
He's in these organizations, these black organizations. He's a mentor. Yeah. He can't walk around like not inviting in a sense.
Right.
So it's kind of almost like we flipped. It's like, I got to fix myself with that too. I can't walk around with this face like I'm about to fight somebody. I was like, I don't want to fight anybody. Nigga, I'm just trying to eat, fuck.
I'm a simple man.
I'm a simple man, dog. So I do feel like from a brother sense, I kind of like watching that. So it's why I like Fullmetal Alchemist so much. It's like that whole brotherly thing. I know you're a brother too, but I don't know how did that work for you and your sister, how close you guys were.
Oh, that's my dog.
Yeah.
I think I taught her a lot of lessons of what not to do. And I always say this is like the running joke of like my sister is the sibling that showed people that my parents are good parents, because I definitely like all of the shit that I did. Like I was very heavy metal growing up, and I did a lot of dumb shit, and I made a lot of mistakes. And honestly, me being intelligent was the only thing that saved me. So I think my sister didn't get in the trouble that I did, but it had a lot to do with seeing what I went through and like the shit that I like self-inflicted shit that I put on myself. Also, too. My lifestyle put the clamps on her because like when I had my son at 17, G's whole life changed. Unfortunately, like,
I can imagine like you're not about to get pregnant,
right?
No way. Yeah.
So like they literally put the clamps on her. Like she talks about that. Like when that happened to you, because if I'm 17, she was 11. So they shut her, like she used to could go like around the neighborhood and stuff. They was like, no, you stay here and then you can go across the street to where you can see you. You will not leave this block. Like her life changed dramatically. Just because I was wilding. I was a wild boy. And not that they said that he's a lost cause and just let him go. But it was like, in my mom's eyes, she was like, the worst thing that I can possibly have you doing next to dying and going to jail has happened. Yeah. I'm not saying that a child being born is terrible, but like, my son getting somebody pregnant, like you did it, so you can stay outside at this point. Yeah. And that's kind of what it was. She was like, but we still have one down here that hasn't done anything yet in this pier, and we're gonna make sure that But that's my dog. But that's what she always says. Like, I learned so much from you inadvertently, and then I also told her too, like. How I was with the ladies and play and stuff. So I think she learned a lot about men and how to see the trickery that men have through me as well. So I guess I did teach her. I guess that is what Chozo was saying was right. My shortcomings and my wild boy lifestyle taught my sister a lot, but just because she watched how I move.
And I think it's tough because it's like when you're a girl, like Janelle had the clamps locked on her too, and it wasn't because her brother was wilding like that. It was just like you're a girl, you're not about to get these opportunities,
right?
And get pregnant. And I feel bad. Like it's weird. It's like I think you can overdo it, and that's when you have a daughter that's just like, okay,
I'm going crazy.
Either go crazy or they're gonna have a crazy life on the low.
Yes.
So it's just like, yeah, you think like, oh, they're so sweet. It's like they got in college and they were fucking wilding.
Because they never experienced nothing close. Not saying that they had to be fucking up getting trains ran on them in high school.
Yeah.
But if you have zero.
Yeah.
And then you go from not getting a drop to getting a fucking ocean.
But I want to say it's not even because you even sex. I'm saying like you can't do nothing.
Yeah.
Like you can't go outside. You can't have no boyfriends. But you're watching your other siblings have girlfriends and being able to date and do a bunch of stuff. It's like, yo, what did I do wrong? I'm actually the better student.
Right.
I am the better kid, and I can't even like go to, if I go to prom, I gotta go with my homegirls, or it's like whatever the case may be, I gotta be locked.
It's like there's so many parameters that I don't even want to go.
Yeah, it's like, bro, I can understand they being like, yo, I want to go to a college, and I don't want to go near home.
Yeah.
And then if they go someplace, even if they go somewhere near home, they're gonna stay on campus.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be like, yo, I'm about to just like, even if it's not a whole bunch of whoring themselves out, partying, maybe drinking, trying drugs. It's like they're gonna try probably some shit that they probably wouldn't. I think you have a small percentage of girls that just like, this is kind of who I am. Like I don't like any of that stuff. Like I'm afraid of it. So they don't do. They stay like that, right? They might even be a virgin for a long time.
Yeah.
But I think in a lot of cases, the girls be like, I need to spread my wings just to see what life's about, because my parents and whatever did all that stuff. If I have a daughter, I would just hope and pray that I give her enough, like just enough, to where she's seeing some stuff and being like, she makes good decisions.
Yeah, because I think you draw the line. I think you can figure out, it's like, okay, you want to go out with your all girlfriends for this event that I know their parents. I know their parents ain't gonna be on BS. Cool. Yeah. I'm not gonna let you go to a hotel party though. Like it's just like it's levels. It's like you gotta, like, all right, you can go in this controlled environment, but that's like girls going wild over there. No.
Yeah, and we might have some parameters in the sense where we're gonna know where you're at.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like, so we gotta come get you. We gotta come get you. Like, so don't do anything stupid to make us have to come get you. Just make smart decisions so you can kind of chill.
Yeah.
Because when you make dumb decisions, now we do start to lock you up in a sense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the sibling thing is always dope to me in anime because I always feel like it does connect correctly.
Yeah.
It's always funny to see it in their culture, how they look at it.
Yeah, there's everything in them as well. Do you feel like you and Corey, whether the roles were reversed or whoever, y'all would go to the lengths Alphonse and Edward went to get Alphonse's body back?
Yeah, I think that's why I love the anime so much was because of that. I feel like we would have went to great lengths. Like I think my brother, we're pretty much. I think he looks at it now to where it's like, all right, Keenan is his own man. He knows like I think he looks at it now like he could back off me. There was a sense of time where he was like, yo, I'm gonna probably have to take care of Keenan his whole life. He legit said, I was like, nigga, you gonna probably be living with me, nigga, until you 40, 50 years old, nigga. Yeah. But I can 100% see that we would do that stuff for each other.
Yeah.
Like when I watched anime, I was literally like, damn, man, like if this happened to Corey or vice versa, we would both go through these great lengths to be like, all right, what is the stuff? And then him being, of course, the engineer in that sense. Yeah. Him being Edward would make the sense of like, all right, he knows these type of things that work this way, whatever the case may be. Trying to figure it out. If that was a thing or whatever the case may be, or I could see if something had happened to me at a young age, he would be like, let me try to build like a robotic arm to get his arm like back to something. Yeah,
that'd be his origin story.
Yeah, it's just like, all right, cool. Oh fuck, man, like he's already going down the engineering path. It's like, all right, I'm gonna make the dopest fucking arm for him.
Since you wouldn't even be able to tell.
Yeah,
you're gonna get to the NFL, man.
Yeah, or he'll make it to where it's in the sense to where it's just like this dope ass like anime looking robot arm.
He gonna make you Jack. What's his name?
I was gonna say from
Gearless Joe.
Gearless Joe. I was gonna even say from Cyberpunk. What's the name? Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
Oh, Edge Runners. Yeah.
Yeah, just like in a sense of something like that. So
gonna make you Jax for fucking Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. So I can see that happening on both ends where we're just like, we're super tight.
Yeah.
I know siblings that aren't that tight.
That'd be blowing my mind, bro, when people be like, man, I don't really talk to my brother like that. I'm like, you don't talk to you? Oh, I don't talk to myself. Like, I talk to G damn near every day. Yeah. And if we don't, we give each other shit like, bro, you good? Like, what's up? Like, you forgot you had a brother? You forgot you had a sister? Like, we give each other shit when we don't really talk like that. So I think I just be so... And I understand if like y'all didn't grow up together, but it'd be people be like, no, I grew up with him my whole life, and I grew up with her my whole life, and they don't kick it or talk to each other like.
Well, I get it because usually something in there happened, right? Some type of physical altercation, some type of like you're manipulating this person, you treat me like shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. There was points in times where I was just like, I felt like I was being treated a certain way, and I was just like, bro, you need to like you're not my dad,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
You're not my dad.
Yeah, so it's like, bro, chill.
Yeah.
So I can see some people being like taking that to the extreme and be like, they're 40 and they're still acting like, yo, I'm your parent. Like, nigga, you're 42, I'm 40, I'm 41.
Yeah.
You need to fucking chill. Like,
Yeah,
we're both grown men. We will have families. I'll beat your ass.
Yeah.
And they still treat you like, I think what it was, my brother came to a sense where he's just like, you're not my little brother.
Yeah.
You're my younger brother.
Yeah.
So it's just like, you were just younger in age, but you're not a little kid. You're not little.
Right.
So I think we might have talked about this before on here. Maybe it was another podcast, but I remember somebody had said to him, was like, he was talking. He was like, yeah, my little brother, blah, 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 he does this. He's like, and the dude was like, how old is he? At the time, he's like 33. He's like 34, 33, whatever. He's like, nigga, why you calling that a 33-year-old man your little brother?
Right? Yeah, that's facts.
And then he broke it down to him. He's like, oh, shit, like, damn, I guess you're right. He's like, that's your younger brother, bro.
Yeah.
And then honestly, that's your brother because y'all so close in age.
Yeah, 17 is like,
come on.
That probably looked crazy height and size wise, maybe for like 2 or 3 years.
Well, I would say for all the way up until high school.
Damn.
Corey was always shooting up in height. He was always above his height for his age until he got to like high school. He topped that around like 5'10", 5'11", whatever he is. It's like he always had super long limbs.
Yeah.
So he looked lanky.
He do look taller than that, but yeah, we around the same height.
Probably around the same height.
Yeah.
He had he's a long wingspan, and I was always short. So I didn't get to like 5'9" until like shit junior year maybe.
Damn.
Yeah. So I think I was 5'7" going into junior year.
Yeah,
so
should have played football, bro.
I mean, I played a little bit. I played Pop Warner.
You should have had your ass in the backfield or play a corner. Dog.
I wanted to be like a receiver or something like that. I love Jerry Rice, Terrell Owens, and Randy Moss. So I was like, I want to be a receiver.
All tall receivers outside of Jerry, but
yeah,
you like all the tall guys.
It was just like, yeah, we ain't putting you at receiver. Dog. You gonna play safety. And
yeah, he could have been a Bob Sanders, dog. You got the beard for it. You getting balding. I feel like a lot of football players just be balding.
I mean, I damn it look like Keenan Allen for real.
Oh, that's funny. You do. That is funny.
Bald beard. He got light eyes too.
Hilarious.
Yeah. So,
what's your thoughts, man? How you feel about it? I mean, I did the recap, so you can start from the beginning as far as how your feelings, but top to bottom, what you thinking? No, you don't even have to give a score. Just I want to hear your thoughts.
I mean, the recap was rough to watch.
Yeah.
Since especially how they pieced it together, it wasn't like a full recap. It was just like they were just throwing like the highlights of in there, and I'm just like, I don't really care to see this right now.
It's like when you watch it on YouTube, and you go rewatch a fight, but there's talking during the fight, so they cut it down to a supercut version of it, and you're like, wait, I actually like the part that they skipped.
So maybe it was that too. I've watched stuff on YouTube.
Yeah,
for some of these fights again, so it's like it's not new. It was refreshed in my head,
and it wasn't cut well.
And it wasn't cut well. It wasn't. So that right there, I didn't care for that shit at all.
Yeah,
that I didn't really care for none of that. I think Mappa's great at just animation, bro. Like,
yes,
their animation to me isn't like ufotable to where it's like these super bright, like stunning, like just beautifully animated.
Yeah.
Their animation is kind of like rough dope. Like I can't. Yeah. It's hard to explain.
So I know you haven't seen it, but I do feel like that animation style came from Naruto. I feel like that. Like
I can see that. I've seen clips of Naruto, and it's like it seems like that's very similar.
Yeah. So like when Naruto fought Pain, and they just went dog shit purposely. Because Pain started to kind of lose the fight, and it's like the shift in power and stuff, and it's like everybody. It was shit. I can see that it's some type of little butterfly. I can't remember who it is, but it wasn't Mappa.
Mappa kind of took their style a little bit. You think?
I mean, it's all.
Or for Jujutsu, they did.
I think they set the standard. I mean, because My Hero did it too. Like everybody gets to a point where they do like a terrible animation on purpose to where it's like it's so terrible that it's good, but it's like conveying the story in a sense. And
Yeah.
I feel like there's levels to it. I think Jujutsu Kaisen kind of took it and mastered it to where it's like it kind of blends like terrible animation, but with like realism to where it's like, oh, I see what you guys are doing.
Well, I feel like they kind of have to do how the way they were doing some of these fights to where it's like they kind of scale down the lines of the characters and everything.
Yeah.
So it's like it's easier to draw.
Yeah.
And you're just seeing stuff move around faster and kind of like make it easier.
And the floor like folding and ripping and stuff like that.
Yeah, because when we watched a Chainsaw movie, it was just like Chainsaw Man. It was like, bro, this shit it's a lot happening. Yeah. It's a fucking lot.
Yeah, it's a ton going on.
And it's just like there's no way you can make it so detailed that it makes sense. It would take them fucking years to do.
Yeah, and they've already been out the game for over 2 years. So it's like we can't afford missing more time.
Right. So I can see why in that, but it works for that.
Yeah.
To me, it works for that.
Color scheme, to where your point too, is not being light. I think the darker tones that they went with worked for them.
Yeah. So, and it's funny because Mappa does Attack on Titan, right?
Yep.
I feel like with Attack on Titan, they do more detail.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like they give way more detail with Attack on Titan, and they do way less detail with these.
Yeah, because there was nothing. I don't think that point ever came in Attack on Titan where they did the dog shit anime.
Right.
I mean animation. There was never a point. Maybe it was if there's an episode here and there that maybe they didn't go hard on the Titan, but I just feel like even the auxiliary Titans had detail to them.
Yeah, you see them running, looking all crazy looking,
Yeah.
but you'll see like when if they're fighting super fast, you won't even see somebody's face for real. The detail of the face, you just seeing like these hands, like or just this movement of like
it's just sketch art. It's just lines.
It's just lines and stuff. And Dragon Ball Z kind of would do that sometimes when they're just moving super fast.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I mean there's not a whole bunch of story in there that I really cared about. I mean I just like Yuta. I think I like how he pulls up.
Yeah.
And he's just like. He's like, he knows he's that nigga. He kind of said it like, hey, man, like, I kind of had this power and I had to kind of like, I realized like, why did I have this power? And I had to be like, okay, this just is what it is.
Right.
And so this is who I am. I'm just a strong nigga, bro.
Right. And you didn't have that power.
Yeah.
You had no choice.
Yeah, you just kind of had a nigga kind of went inside of you. Pause. Yeah. and that's why you strong in a sense.
Right.
But he was just like, so we're kind of different, but we're like, I guess, similar in that sense. But I always feel like just when Yuta pops on screen, it makes you realize I want to see more of this dude.
Yeah. I mean, for Yuji he had a new outfit, he went the black hoodie, the black pants and stuff. Still no swag.
Yeah.
Still no aura, as the young kids would say. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, Yuta's the guy. Yuta has a better outfit. He ain't even got that stuff on for real, but it matches his energy. He got the goddamn. I chimed in with the "Haven't you people ever heard of?" as hairdo. Like it's the slick, not the slick down, and like when I was a young boy, my father took me to the city. Like he has that hair, but it works for him.
Yeah.
I felt like from the mood, the animation, the colors, I felt like I was watching a soap opera. Mm. And one thing that I really didn't like, and I feel like it hurt even the recap, because I had to go back and see if that was the original version of that from the recap. But with the recap and with these two episodes, the music was awful.
Dog, I'm sorry whoever scored this movie, but damn it, this shows you how the music can kind of hurt anime. It,
like, even in the recap, having the Toto and Yuji Mahito fight with fucking pop music,
that was horrible. It was
awful.
It was horrendous. Yeah,
I don't know if that was in the original. I can't remember it.
Yeah, me neither.
But if it was, shame on you guys, and shame on you guys for putting that in the recap if it wasn't. Shame on you all around. And then it didn't get better when y'all brought to the new episodes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you guys are taking all of the punch, no pun intended, out of this.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying go full dragon, rock the dragon. Like, I ain't saying you got to be that. And it can be something upbeat, but that put no intensity in the fight.
Yeah, exactly.
It didn't make me feel like this fight mattered. It never, at no point through Yuji getting killed even knowing what was going to happen, it didn't even feel like it happened. He was dead.
I would rather you go no music and just hearing the sound effects of the punches and the swings and the wind and stuff like that, if that's the case.
And just hear it. Like, I think we said this about something with Demon Slayer too, but there are times that we finish the manga and know what happened, but how they show it in the anime, we'd be like, hold on, like, are they deviating from the manga right now? Like, what's happening right now? Like, why are they doing this? Or we feel the same emotions that we felt when they died or something happened in the manga, or even more.
Right.
So that did not happen. At no point, like, the Culling Game, I cannot stress enough, outside of it being super dense, the Culling Game is some of the best some of the best manga that I've ever read. And I think it's like in the cell games and dark tournaments and tuning exams of it all, I think the Culling Game, when it's all said and done, can be in maybe the top 10, top 15, top 20 tournament arcs in all of anime. Because I think the Culling Game is a tournament. It's a tournament arc. And it's the best of the best sorcerers. I think if you keep it out of the top 20, it'll only be because of how dense everything is. But I think the peaks of the Culling Game, some of the stuff that's going to happen, some of the characters that you see fighting, some of the deaths that happen, some of the stuff that happens in the Culling Game. When you and I were reading it, we were sending each other panels like, nigga. What? But there was also panels that we sent each other was just like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I felt. I felt like the score of the movie just tore the tone up. It just fucked the whole tone up. Like, I felt like I was watching a soap opera. I felt like I was watching like a preview or something. And I guess technically it is, but like, I hope this isn't the case moving forward.
Yeah. Same. I mean, shoot. I'm ready to get my score, to be honest.
Go for it.
The recap ads, man. The recap was part of it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Because here's the thing. With these movies, like, Demon Slayer has done the episode movie thing, right? Where you watch the episodes on whatever. Yeah. But I feel like they did it better.
100%. It's not even close.
Like, when we went to go see, what's it, the
Infinity Castle.
No.
The beginning one?
No, the Entertainment District, I think it was. We saw that when we went.
When we watched it before they introduced the first episode of the Hashira training arc.
Yeah. But it's like they recapped the. I mean, not just recapped. They replayed the episode, but they added the sound. The sound was way better. When the niggas' fingers broke, we were like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
Like it was like crazy.
I was happy to see it, and then for whatever reason, they was like, "I'm sorry, we messed up the film, but we have to start it over."
Yeah.
All right. Run it back.
Yeah. So that's the thing. It's like the sound effects and everything for that was like the grade A sound. Yep. Demon Slayer does that great, and this is why it's top tier anime.
Yep.
This right here, like the sound design in this to me was
trash.
The soundtrack was horrible.
Score was awful.
It was terrible. Animation was cool. You know, that's what Mappa does. Like it's their style works.
Yeah, and it fit Jujutsu Kaisen.
Right, and I love how Jujutsu be showing you like the actual every single punch and stuff like that when they're doing certain things, the actual moves. It looks fire.
Yep.
So I'm adding the recap in there. I would give this a 6,400, man, and that was me being generous.
I think that might be the lowest of everything we watched this year. And there's nothing coming out the rest of these next couple weeks. Yeah. Because, I mean, what is it, December 4th? So, damn.
Yeah. Now, I think that Jujutsu Kaisen this season is going to be better.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
For sure. But what we had to go sit through.
Yes. He sat through it more than me.
Hey, man. It's okay to wait until the episodes come out on TV.
Ooh.
On Crunchyroll. That's how
we're going to lose our sponsorships.
Huh?
We just lost our sponsorships. You doing that?
What do you mean? Oh, to go
the sponsor, saying that don't go to the movies and wait. There goes our Mappa sponsorship.
All right, cut it out. Then
we never. The sponsorship we're never getting. I mean, not never. They're not gonna.
What do you think?
We've said crazier stuff. I mean, I felt like I was watching a soap opera with fighting. I had notes, but that's really the music. The music took it away for me, and I think that's the score is everything. And it lets you know like how important the sound is. And we've watched stuff that didn't have any real stakes and enjoyed it. The Broly movie didn't really have real stakes, but we had a really damn good time watching it. Some of the I can't say none of the My Hero movies. I'm not a fan of those. But all in all, I think if I since I didn't see most of the recap, I don't think it'd be fair to me to include the recap. But the parts of the recap that I did saw sucked. And the fact that music in the middle of that fight just took all of the energy out of that fight. And remembering how hype I was watching that Mahito and Toto and Itadori fight and seeing how that music was like that was awful. So recap not included. Yuta's the man. Yuta is the real main character of the movie.
For sure.
I mean of the anime. Megumi is Megumi. Itadori is just a guy rolling along. The Culling game speeding through that really pissed me off, and I think that did affect my score because of the Culling game being such an important part of the rest of the damn anime is a Culling game, and for you to breeze by like that was fucking insane.
Yeah,
to not even take the time or even having somebody come on screen or have Megumi, just have Megumi's already there.
Yeah.
Hey, the Culling game started. This is the Culling game. Itadori's not the brightest of the team. What's the Culling game? What is that?
Yeah.
Oh. This is this. This is this. This is this. This is this. These are the rules. And boom, let's get it. But to have that on the screen with no explanation and have it freaking you basically span wrapped the damn rules, crazy. I think that's a bit. And then just I noticed editing before, but I think this is like my first time in a long time, if ever, seeing how impactful editing is specifically in an anime.
Yeah.
The editing was neck and neck with the score for who was worse. And it definitely affected those two episodes. And I get it, maybe combining 2 episodes and making it feel seamless might be hard to edit when you already have it built in episodically, but do better. Do better, Mappa. All in all, I think on a scale of 0 to 9,000, I'm going to give it 6,000.
I'm not even mad at it. I can't even be like, man, you tripping, man. I'm not even mad. So let us know if y'all saw the episodes in the theater.
If you saw it in the theater,
if you got a chance to see it, let us know what your score was out of a 9,000. Let us know if you think we're tripping. I don't think we are.
I don't think we are.
I think you're gonna somewhat agree, and then once the show kind of moves on, you probably be like, all right, no, these is getting way better. But
and we were excited. We were excited to see it. We wanted to see it. We read the manga. We've already finished the Demon Slayer manga, so us reading the manga had no impact on us liking or not liking it. Like right. I think we've already loved a lot of stuff of mangas we read. So before y'all be like, oh, y'all read the manga, that's why y'all ain't feeling like that. If you would have came in, we're just seeing the anime, you would have enjoyed it. No.
Yeah.
Not at all. Next week we're back on My Hero, right? Because there's enough episodes out now, and then the next set of 4, so we'll do 5 through 8.
Yeah, and then I think it's about to end soon. I think it's technically 12 episodes.
And that's the end forever?
Yep. I think it's episode 11, and then they're gonna do an OVA for episode 12 or something like that.
I'll be honest with you. I have no idea what OVA means. All these years of being an anime fan.
I guess it's supposed to be technically it's because the manga was done, and then they added like an extra thing to close it out.
Oh, the writer.
Yeah, for the manga.
Okay.
So that's going. I think I'm guessing they're going to adapt that too.
Oh, okay.
I would think they would. So yeah to close out the show. Mm-hmm.
Night, y'all. Well.
All right, man. So let us know what y'all think, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of Animeshun. We out.
Join the Patreon.